Hi you guys, it's Pam with iloveshelling.com, and it's raining outside today. I can't go to the beach, and so when it is not a very nice day, I like to do something with my shells inside. So I've had a lot of people ask me about my olive shell bracelet. And I have a lot of pictures with my hand. You can see the shells in my hand, and of course you can see my bracelet. And I made this because I went to Thailand last year, and I was blessed by a Buddhist monk, and he tied a little string around my wrist, and that was a spiritual line. And it puts the little string tie on your wrist to remind you that every day is a gift. And that is just my reminder. And not that I need a reminder, but you know, it's awfully nice to have something every day that you look at that does. It's just a warm and fuzzy. Anyway, after 8 months, my string came off. And after that, I really missed it. So I did my own little Sanibel version, since I am fortunate enough to be able to go to our beaches and find shells every day. So, and not every shell is perfect. And I love that they're not perfect, because you can find something beautiful with every shell. So I started collecting the olive shells without the tip. So I don't have to drill anything. Most people don't want to pick them up because they're not perfect. So I think they're still beautiful. So look at these. It's beautiful, beautiful. I hope you can see that. I'll do a zoom in just a second. But anyway, none of these olive shells have tips on them. So it's easy to string right through there and to make a little bracelet. So I'm going to show you today how to make that. And I have waxed linen because it is stiff, so that it'll go right through these olive shells. So I have the waxed linen is what I use for the string. And some of the olive shells, you'll see they have shells inside them. They're worn, they're tumbled, they've been through a lot of stuff in the sea. If only they could tell a story. So I take a dental tool, and because they're strong, I just absolutely love dental tools for everything there is about shells. You can clean with them, you can pick the barnacles off. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pick out all of those shells that get trapped in there first to open that up. So let me go ahead. Hello, come out of there. There we go. So it makes a mess. So I have lined my table with some brown paper, just so I don't get I can just throw this all away. So I've cleaned that out, so it's got a nice, ooh, there's still stuff coming out. So bang it on there, stuff's gonna come out. So now I have a nice hole, and it's clear in there, so I can string that string through there. Now on this, the waxed linen, I use about 4 wraparounds. So 4 strings of it. So, and then I just cut that. I may not have had that long enough. Okay, so there you go. See how stiff that is? It's really nice. It doesn't really, okay, and yes, I have to have my readers. So I've got to put my readers on to see this, to string this through this hole. So, oh, where's the one I just cleaned out? Okay, here's the one I just cleaned out. It's got a little chip on there, but it's still good. I still think it's pretty. So I am going to put it in the tip hole and string that through until I see it come out the other side. Oh, I didn't make it long enough. Oh well. I do everything trial and error. It's not like I measure and do all that stuff like most people do. It's trial and error, baby. I just go for it. It takes too much time doing all that other stuff. So then I'm just going to take this string again, and I'm going to wrap it around the outside of the shell and put it in that center again, the tipless top. And I'm going to string that again so it goes around that olive shell. Oh no, see, it worked. It's fine. It's long enough. So that will give that a little bit a tighter, a tighter way to keep it together. And then I have these wonderful little beads, and I chose aqua because obviously aqua is my favorite color, turquoise. And then I'm going to string this bead on here. I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to make a knot. Actually, I'm going to make 2 knots because I found that the first knot it's not thick enough to keep that bead on there. That bead will pop right off. So there you go. I've done that. I'm going to do it one more time. It's just a knot. You just slide that down till it gets really pretty close to that bead, and then tug on it. Okay, I'm going to do the knot. I'm going to do the bead on the other side. Okay, and I'm going to do a knot on that side, 2 knots. There you go. And now this side gets a little tricky. See this coming out, but we'll fix that. We'll fix that. Whoops, I almost tied that in the wrong spot. So let me redo that. Drag it down to the end of the bead. Okay, this one's getting it's getting a little crazy. Doesn't want to get on there. So, all right, I think I've got it. All right, and now I'm going to do that second knot just to make it thicker, just so that bead doesn't pop off. All right. All right, there we go. Now, see how cute that is? And it's similar to mine. It's just a little bit bigger, right there. It was a little short on that side. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, the problem that I had found before is that this would come down and just hang there, and then it was uncomfortable on my wrist. So I've got my trusty 527 glue. And it's a little bit more liquidy than the E6000, so it kind of like drips right in there. So you know what? I just put a little dab in there. Just put a little dab of that. Bring that back up just like that, and I let it sit. I'll let that dry. And then there you go. Got a sweet little bracelet. You don't need a whole lot there, but you need a little bit more to, to tie it with. And there you go. You've got a sweet little olive bracelet. And if you can't find any olives with tips on them, if you've been looking for olives with tips, no worries. Collect the olives without the tips. And then you can make you and your friends little olive reminders that not everything needs to be perfect in life. And, oh, I can take these off. Not everything needs to be perfect in life, like my eyes. And you can make something beautiful out of something that other people really, it's just like life, isn't it? It's not everything that's obvious. It's sometimes the things that are right there in front of you, the less obvious they are, sometimes they're the most beautiful and the best. So anyway, I'm already on to making another one, so I can show you that after it's finished as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you make yourself a little olive bracelet, and I will see you later. And catch me on iloveshelling.com. All righty, thank you for joining me. All right, have a great day. All right, bye.